What is up, guys? Welcome back to The Function. Today, our guests are the founders of the Red House of Socks.
What's up with
Kendell and Patrick.
What's up with you? How y'all doing, man?
You're doing well. Glad y'all couldn't make it out here. Sorry for the delay.
It's all good, man.
Sorry,
Thank y'all,
We're
man.
here for the experience.
We're glad we could finally make this work. I know. I don't know if I told you how I met them, but I met them through Jare's BR Radio Brunch.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jara too.
Yeah,
man,
so
appreciate
Jare.
you for that.
That event was. Did y'all stay the whole time?
I had to leave early to go to work, but yeah,
I stayed for the most part, man. It was a real dope event, for creators to come out and just be gathered around each other. Positive energy and much love.
I just saw whenever I was there, I did not stay very long. It was popping. That's why I was asking.
It was in and out.
I just came for the beginning, but I had something I had to do later, so
yeah.
I couldn't stay. But I saw a bunch of people's stories. It was fucking popping off, so that's why I was asking if y'all stayed and y'all.
It was an electric feeling in there, man. It was awesome.
Yeah. No, I mean he did. I didn't even know that event, like that venue, was there.
Wait,
I
where was
didn't either. That was my first time being there because I know it's close to downtown.
Yeah,
Baton Rouge.
Where's it at?
It's like right off. It's off of Terrace, I think. But it looks like this, like just bigger kind of like house, but kind of bigger windows. But it's like an actual like venue that you can like open up, and it's super dope.
Yeah, very dope.
Yeah, we just had him on. I don't know if y'all saw. But we just had Jare on, and he talked about it for a while. Yeah.
That episode, man, it's real dope. I do watch you guys' podcast, so it's real dope to see. I seen when you guys talked about like ASAP Nas.
Yeah.
A little story with that.
Are we too stupid, or are we actually funny? That's genuinely
Yeah.
Y'all, man, y'all dope. Y'all creative in your own way, man. And
Yeah,
that's why
got
it's
your own
dope
vibe.
for different creators to get together, man. Because what y'all spreading and what y'all doing is trying to bring, different markets and areas together.
Yeah.
So we could, continue to build. And that's the same thing that we're doing with Red House of Socks.
Yeah.
So you want to start and go into that?
You wanna
Just
jump
break
into
this
that?
down?
Let's get into it,
Get
man.
into it.
So y'all want to like give us basically? Actually, the one thing I really want to know is where's the name come from?
Actually, man, my name is Kendell, but my nickname is Red, and I've been getting called Red all of my life. Starting with my grandmother since I was a little boy, and everybody's just been calling me Red for a very long time. That's something I go out as. And just as far as the name altogether, man, I was in college. I want to say my sophomore year, and I just thought of it, and I said, man, I want to start my own brand, my own business, because I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. So went ahead, did that, and I was like, I got to come up with a name that's going to, be marketable and that's going to sell. And when I thought of it, I was like, well, I do like socks a lot. It's my nickname, Red, so I put together Red House of Socks, with the tagline being Stay Warm. And Pat, this is my brother, so I wanted to go ahead and join forces to do something because, one man can't do it all by himself. And also, when you have somebody you trust and love, you can put it together. So that's how it all started, man. And it was just a straight shot from them.
Yeah, it's hard to do a clothing company.
Yes.
So our origin story, we started with a necktie company, and he started himself like alone, and I think that's kind of something relatable. Like it's hard to do it by yourself.
We wanted to do socks. Socks is like the thing we were so close to doing. We found
It was because of Stance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Stance is so sick.
After Stance started
Yeah,
really
Stance is a
blowing
real
up.
dope sock company.
Yeah.
Great socks.
Yeah, after Stance started blowing up, we were like, we need to do some socks.
And also, I shouts out to Stance for like actually being the only people to like push the boundary on socks.
True.
I don't know anybody who
True.
does creative stuff like that, like the fucking Tupac socks, where like the bandanas are like actually off of the sock. I don't know if y'all seen those.
Yeah,
but,
man.
Yeah, I have seen those.
But yeah, so we tried with clothing. Socks was something we wanted to do, but which I don't know if where y'all source your socks, but if I can try and find it, I can send y'all where we did, because the supplier we had was really sick. Like they supply for Prada.
That would be real dope.
But
Real dope.
I can't
appreciate you.
find it off the top of my head.
No, but yeah. Props to y'all for like doing that because it's hard.
Yeah,
we
it
know
is
it's
hard, but it's just not just socks that we have.
Right, yeah.
That's why you have the middle word of it of being
Right,
house.
yeah.
In a house, you'll find a sweatshirt, you'll find a hoodie, different things, and not just more focused on a closet or just a different fashion. you can sell anything out of a house. So it's an oxymoron within the business as well, you know, of
Right.
what we're doing.
With that being said, how are you going about promoting that, like marketing that concept?
Basically, you know, doing it off of social media and still having word of mouth, you know, base of doing the marketing side of that, you know, and also just still different, trying to find and do different research on different avenues and lanes of how to market it in a better way as we continue to go.
So what's the what's the plan for that then?
Basically to, you know, do more exposure, expanding, like, for example, like this podcast, reaching it in different ways of coming in to reach a different audience, you know.
Pretty much just networking and trying to get our name out there, our brand. That's why we went to the pop-up shop where we met you in the first place.
Yeah.
Because we trying to get our brand out there. We were trying to let you know who we are. The faces behind RHoS of Socks.
So, sorry, are y'all both Baton Rouge natives?
No, I'm from New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm actually from White Castle, Louisiana.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, so my parents.
That's all.
Nice. So you all start in New Orleans or start here?
No, it started right here in Baton Rouge.
Nice. That's dope. Are y'all both at LSU?
No, man, I graduated from Southern University in marketing and business management.
Tight.
I work at the hospital at the moment. Just at the same time doing RHoS of Socks, being a part of that, you know, trying to take this off the ground and become bigger than what it is, and you know, just that's all it is to it, you know.
Sweet.
So what's the biggest thing that y'all are doing to either the only way I see, unless your product is like the first of its kind, what are you doing to either fulfill a niche or just do something different and stand out? So what are y'all looking at doing for either? I'm assuming the differentiation is like kind of what y'all are
Well,
approaching.
yeah, it is different, but besides just selling clothes, where, you know, being positive, spreading positivity, you know, it's not always about just let me say this. Hold on for a second.
It's basically just be about being positive, you know. It's like it's not always about the clothes or the stuff that we have to offer. We also want to offer positivity, you know. It's like a lot of people just want to sell you their merchandise, want to sell you a dream, but don't never want to speak light into your heart or speak light into your world, because you never know what your customer might be going through. They might have spent their last on what you're selling, but if you give them a positive word, they might feel good about spending their last on a t-shirt or a pair of socks, you know. And I don't see a lot of companies doing that, and that's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to just spread love and positivity.
Are y'all doing that through social media at all?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We do it on social media. We do it basically like every morning for the most part of the week, spreading positivity, whether we're you know, curating everything ourselves, you know, spreading something from another post, just to make sure, you know, stay positive, you know, because we live in a negative world out here. And besides having, you know, merchandise just to sell, just to get profit, you know, yeah, money is good, but, you know, it's just something that I'm passionate about. And being passionate, I would want people to be positive in a way, you know, whatever you're doing. You know, you don't have to do what we're doing, selling clothes or anything. You can be going to work every day and you can be having a hard day, you know. So that positivity will be spread to you, you know, in a good light, in a good way.
That's tight.
So I was just going to say, besides just doing that, do y'all have any big plans for, like, how you are also going to, like, further execute that? Because nothing wrong with having the positive vibe movement, but I feel like there's a lot of clothing companies that are doing that as well. So making sure that people think of y'all whenever they think of that, or like.
Nah, I wouldn't say it more so in that way. I would say it more so you're basically saying like in a big expansion way. Just making sure, besides just doing it on social media, also doing the grounding work with getting in these communities and talking to different people. That's a different way to reach in a different light, you know, besides just doing it off of social media base. And you know, reaching to future wise to have our own store and just be different of the creations, the way it's marketed, you know, to these different platforms you have as Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, you know, things like that in such a nature.
That's tight. So First of all, how'd y'all get started? Like, what prompted y'all to like get moving with this, and like, what's the backstory, I guess?
Basically, just coming along and having socks and just getting a whole bunch of wholesale socks that we first started off, doing like a partnership with a different sock company, but it didn't go so well. So we just create all of our socks, through the computer on the dope, and creating and pressing it up at home, and also just getting T-shirts and pressing that up, and just creating different things and open the market up.
Gotcha.
And just bringing along Pat with pressing these T-shirts up, creating or coming up with these different creations.
Do y'all do all y'all's designs in house, or is it like, do y'all have like a design person, or?
We also we work with Patrick's Uncle Brian. We call him Uncle B. Shout out to Uncle B. And
Uncle B.
He helps us with designing. As we know, we have our new logo with our new shirts that we're going to be presenting today. With our new logo, because we're rebranding right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We've had to do that. Sometimes it's never fun to do that because you've already put all this effort into doing this one name, and then you're like, fuck, now we're new name, new logo. Kind of, for y'all, obviously, same name. But
I had to do that a couple times. It's no fun. It sucks when you put like, literally you're like, oh man, have all these ideas with a name that's not good at all, and then you throw it all away.
Yeah. So one thing I want to know is that the biggest challenge for retail and like clothing is just upfront inventory. I mean, that is one of the biggest challenges. So what are y'all doing to either combat that, or to try and just like make sure your inventory turnover is a lot higher, so that you can
making sure that we come together as one, because it's not a whole lot of money, but you have to make sure you have a lucrative amount of money, so you can sell this merchandise. For example, if you're getting like 12 shirts in a certain color, you want to make sure you have, just a limited amount, because, starting off in the business, the first mistake I made was buying a whole bunch of T-shirts, buying a whole bunch of socks, thinking that it's going to sell like hotcakes. But that's not the case. And I'm pretty sure you guys have been in the same position.
We got screwed because we fucked up the sizing, because it was fine, but once you washed them, they shrunk, and then the sizing was so off that we lost a lot of money because of that.
And we had a problem like that too when we first started out. The material that we was using, like once you wash it, it kind of crack up and everything, and we started to think like, what can we do to make this material come out better? Because nobody wants to spend a whole bunch of money on one shirt, then as soon as you wash it, just excuse my language.
Yeah.
It's messed up.
It's okay. You can.
Yeah, no, we
can say the F word.
We curse at each other all the time. Fuck you.
Fuck.
Shit. Well, it's you don't want your shit to be fucked up. So we just started reaching out, and shout out to my uncle. We reached out to him.
Do you mind talking close to the mic? Sorry.
I'm sorry. We reached out to my uncle. He was teaching us a lot about the game, and he was just showing us a lot of a sublimation printer he has that he use a special type of ink to where, like, once you use it, it's in the shirt, not for it's like how you feel the material that you got on now. It's more like it's in the shirt, so when you wash it, it don't do nothing. You could wash it, you could bleach it, it still be the same, and it's just what we aiming at, trying to make better quality T-shirts, better materials. So we just know one thing: when people buy our clothes, they don't say, "Oh, it's ragged," we just bought some bullshit. I want them to say, "Hey, man, I bought some great quality material from RHoS Society. Y'all should give us a try," And that's just what we was aiming at. We still continue to trying to aim that. We gonna get better over time. That's all we trying to do.
Yeah.
And another thing, like my partner said, we gotta be passionate about it. Because when passionate becomes, great responsibility. And if you could do it, then you could do it. But don't just do it because it's money involved, or that's just because that's where it's at. Do it because you really want to do it. If you do it because you really want to do it, it'll take off. If you don't, then you'll see it fall, because that's all you care about is one thing.
Right.
Who was talking about? I think Elon Musk. We bring up Elon Musk too much, but I think Elon Musk was talking about recently. Or no, it was Lex. I think it was Lex. He was basically is a guy, Lex Fridman. He's a programmer,
Super dope dude.
Yeah, cool guy. He was just on the Joe Rogan podcast a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And so basically he was talking about how, you know, when you build something to build value, if you build something to like put value in the world to make people feel better, like, you know, have something that is worthwhile, the money follows. It's not about, you know, if you're trying to make money, it's like you could do that, but you know, you're not going to make a crazy amount of money. But he was talking about Elon Musk. He was saying he took all the money he took from PayPal.
Yeah, and he put it into.
So Elon Musk took $180 million from PayPal. That was how much he made from selling PayPal.
Yeah.
Took $100 million, put it into Tesla.
No, $100 million was into SpaceX.
Okay, $70 million.
Like 50 into Tesla, 20 into
Solar City. So he used all of the money he had that he got paid out for PayPal and threw it straight into other companies. And he was having to take out loans for rent. He was having to ask buddies in LA to like crash on their couch because like he had literally no money, but he was building like so much value that he knew the money was gonna roll in.
It was gonna come in regardless.
Now is he still the richest man in the world?
I don't know. One of them. Yeah, basically one of the richest men in the world.
Yeah,
But yeah, like whenever you
top.
so like I feel that whenever you build value and you're not chasing the dollar, it's like, you know, the money will come as long as you're building value.
For sure it's gonna come.
It's gonna come.
So do y'all have any specific either design inspiration or just like inspiration for kind of where y'all started this? Maybe any like not necessarily role models, but like
Yeah, most definitely.
yeah.
Music. You know, I'm a big hip hop fan.
So are
and,
we.
You know, just listening to different rappers that's fashionable related, such as like Kanye West, Jay-Z, Wayne, the list goes on, man. Even Kendrick and J. Cole, the way they style and dress, you know, man, just getting that inspiration from that and just art itself.
Yeah.
You know, just looking at different murals and paintings and just like, man, like they're creating in their own way. Like I know I can create in my way, but just be different with it.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, we've talked about it before, but you know, it's like the whole good artists copy, great artists steal. Dude, we got to stop reusing the same quotes all the time.
We do. Yeah, no, we do.
Yeah. I have like like 50 quotes total that I know, and I use them over and over.
And then we only use 10 for this podcast.
Yeah, true. No, but it is true. I mean, it's, you know, it's like the whole thing. It's like no art is original, entirely original. It's like even this podcast, we were just like, hey, we like Cody Ko and Noel Miller.
Yeah, I feel bad watching it because I'm like, fuck, they're saying stuff that sometimes they talk about the same stuff we do.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah. But no, yeah, that's dope. Like, so who, like, what are some names that you've, you know, I guess you mentioned some names in hip hop. Like, do you have some like particular artists that y'all are like big fans of?
Shoot. Shout out to my favorite artist, Kevin Gates, man. I've been rocking with him since day one. I'm not gonna lie.
My favorite rapper of all time will always be Wayne. But, you know, as of this generation rolling in, I'm big on the J. Cole and the Kendrick Lamar, you know.
All right, I have a question that I asked Connor the other day. Who's your favorite after 2019 rappers? Because I have two.
After 2019 rappers?
2019 to now. Because my two. What is that?
Yeah, no, we're being invaded right now.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
by the time this episode drops, our house will be gone. We'll all be dead.
Yeah.
And
There's a plane flying
Coming
above
for
us,
ya.
I guess.
not even a plane. Like that's a big plane, and it's
Yeah.
very low. Anyway, what were you saying?
I was gonna say because my two, I've realized this recently.
Hold up, before you even get in this,
Mhm.
do you mean you found them post
No,
2019,
no.
or they are famous?
They like started popping off post 2019.
Okay.
Like the ones that really blew up after 2019.
Okay.
Because both babies are now like my two highest listened to artists, Da Baby and Lil Baby. I can't, like, I don't know. I have a
like
problem.
Lil Baby and the Baby.
I love them, but I don't know what it is. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. That's just been my
The Baby, for me, it's his energy. Like, we
It's
were
his
literally
energy.
talking about this with Jowre. He's got like ludicrous style animation,
And I agree.
he's
I agree with
got
that.
So much
I agree.
energy in the way he just
I mean,
flows and shit.
I mean, you know, they all right. I mean, I didn't, you know, I listen to them every now and again. You know, I ain't got nothing against them though.
Yeah,
Just,
look, this is why I think it's just funny that I like them so much, because I'm like, there's nothing really that special, I guess.
Yeah,
But
they real dope. You know, they're very different from each other.
Yeah,
you know,
no, they're completely different.
The way they
but those
rap,
are the two. It's just funny if they're both
flow
named
and
Baby.
everything. They're totally different, man. But that's something I do. I listen to all new artists,
Mhm.
like even you know, Jara coming on here and you know, talking about this new mixtape, man. You know, which is dope, by the way.
So
Y'all
good.
should go get that.
Yeah.
He dropped 3 new songs since his episode was out, so go check that out too.
Oh, yeah.
Those are out right now.
So, you know, man, just listening to different artists and
Mhm.
the way hip hop is changing, you know, I love it and I hate it at the same time.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you have your hip hop where, you know, your boom rap, you know, with the real hard, you know, raps and rhymes, and then you have the, you know, the mumble rappers that we're leading into now in the new age, you know, but it's retrospect, you know, it goes all around.
I don't know if y'all feel this, but I feel like I have to make a concerted, like I have to force myself to like a lot of new rappers because I'm like really like. What?
If I don't like them, I just don't like.
No,
them.
I have to like just because I'm like I don't want to sound like the old dude. It's just like no, dude.
I feel you.
No,
And I totally
listen to Kendrick.
understand when it comes to that situation, you know, because it's like growing up in the generation I grew up in, you know, I grew up to real music, real hip hop, real rap, you know, and now it's this, you know, boot the bullshit, you know, all this shit that's going on. You know, it's hard for you not to want to start listening to it because it's like that's the way that the world is going, and you can't shake that. Like, eventually, everybody we used to listen to back in the day gonna fall off. Like, ain't nobody gonna be making. I ain't trying to listen to no 2 Chainz or Lil Wayne and no 80 years old. Like, why y'all still like what y'all rapping about? You know?
I mean, maybe.
And
like,
I mean, well, I guess you know, you might make a song about retirement that might go hard. It might, but you know, it's just.
I mean, you do have a point though. Jay-Z had a bar about like obtaining credit and building credit. And I was like, only he could make this hard.
Yeah.
What?
Any other person who would try this, it's just stop.
Nah, don't stop. Yeah, shout out to Jay-Z though.
No,
Do you have any answer to the internet?
I do have an answer to the internet, as a matter of fact.
While he pulls it up, what was the reasoning behind changing the logo? Out of curiosity, bringing it back to that.
Man, we just want to change. You know, it was time to. We got ourselves out there with the first logo. Now it's time to be different. You know, it's like the fact that it's actually a house now. It you know, it adds on to the saying Red House of Socks. You know, you ain't gotta add too much to it. Just looking at the logo, you'll be like, yeah, I know what they stand for, Red House of Socks. You know?
It's just more appealing too, you know, because with the first logo, it's something that we thought of and like, oh man, you know, this is what it's gonna be, and then just off of trial and error, you know, just learning to be like, okay, now things are going different and we're taking it more serious, so let's give the people what they want instead of what we want, you know. So it's all about the people and making sure, you know, put a smile on their face and make sure everything is good. You know, we're reaching it out to the people, then it's always gonna work and come back full force.
Okay, we actually finished all of deck 2.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're out of free decks.
Oh, well, then I guess I'll buy it. But
well, I mean, we can.
I want
we
to
have
buy
to
the
get
physical
more
one.
decks.
I want to buy the physical one. But
Yeah, I mean, we can throw one out.
Just throw one out there.
Yeah, I'll throw one that we haven't done before. The ones that we skipped are usually not as good.
So this is
we didn't do this one, right? Did we?
Yes, we did.
We did do this one, yeah.
It was that one was rough.
It's a banger. What? That's a banger.
It's
No,
a
I mean,
segment.
it was
it was
segment?
hard.
A different segment.
Yes, so Answer
Yeah.
the Internet we do, not original either. Barstool literally made this, and it's basically on one of the shows that they have, they just fielded a bunch of random questions from the internet, and they just made it into a deck. And we like to ask them to our guests because some of them are interesting, some of them are wild, some of them are really stupid, and we think they should be removed. But
Man.
I guess
All right.
they just
Yeah,
feel it.
there's a lot of bad ones.
Bring it on,
Or
man.
like
Bring
a
it
lot
on.
of ones that like aren't relevant anymore. There was one where it was like something relating to like not having your channels numbered, as if anyone really watches cable anymore. So like I was like, come on.
Okay, so I just okay, so I like this one. I think this one's funny. We've already done it.
Yeah.
But for the sake of having one for this episode,
I think
it's a good
It's
one.
an all-time.
Okay. So it's a debate the internet, which is
All
basically
right.
just like, you know, a discussion question.
Cool.
If you could have one person narrate or do a play-by-play of you having sex, who would it be?
Morgan Freeman.
That's immediately where my mind goes.
Morgan Freeman.
That's the first
Morgan Freeman
thought
is,
that I
think,
have.
like the overarching answer.
I think
Man.
Morgan Freeman is the right answer.
I said Stephen A. Smith last time. I think that would be really funny.
But
But I want to make sense this time.
Man, I had to say Snoop D-O-double-G, man.
Oh,
Snoop would be good. Snoop
because of
would
his
be really funny.
MMA commentary, that was amazing.
Man, just like he be smooth with it. Like you ever like listen to his UFC commentary?
Yeah.
Yes, that was
Like,
amazing.
Yeah, and I could just hear him like boom, he sticks the landing like some crazy shit like that. Like, yeah, I definitely had Snoop Dogg do mine.
I don't know.
Maybe the guy who does it, and his name is John Cena.
Yeah,
I don't even know his name. But I know.
I
you're
don't
talking
know
about
who that
him.
is.
but that
Yeah.
guy, yeah. I don't know who I said
don't
last
know.
time.
I-
Because when I was reading it just now, I'm like Morgan Freeman. That would be my answer now. But I feel like you already said it. So let me think of it. Let me think of a better one. I think. Oh no, I know who I said last time.
Who?
It'd be a duo. First of all, it'd be
yes.
Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth. That's my favorite football commentators of all time.
I can see Chris Collins work.
I can
Dude,
see that.
They're so chill. Like they'd get it right.
I think it'd be funny, but I know the internet probably won't like this as much. But I think it'd be funny if it was like singing narrated, like R. Kelly did "Trapped in the Closet." I think that would be also really
Playing the whole thing. That'd be crazy.
Oh,
That'd be nuts.
if I had like a one night stands on some funny shit, I think I'd have Kevin Hart do it, like one of them funny nights, like
That'd be sick.
on some drunk
that would be
shit.
funny.
Kevin Hart is interesting. After seeing, I think it's like a Chase commercial or whatever that he's in, that I hate when he plays characters that aren't himself.
Yeah,
I like when Kevin
No, I
Hart
kinda
plays
get
Kevin
that.
Hart and that's it.
Yeah, I kind of am with that, dude. Okay, so I recently watched. It was the SNL skit of him doing the Dove chocolate.
I don't think I've seen
commercial.
I haven't seen
That
it.
was
You know what I'm talking about?
I showed it to you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's honestly like it's not his funniest thing, but I laugh so hard every time. Like I hadn't seen Kevin Hart in anything in a while, and that is so funny. It's basically he's himself in a Dove chocolate commercial, whatever. And
just yelling.
the other person is what's her name?
An SNL chick. I forget. Her
What
name.
I don't know what her name is.
One of
And
the
so
people.
she's like very smooth, and she's like,
Welcome back, Luna.
featuring Luna Shoots.
Yeah.
Luna Shoots. Anyway, so she's like very smooth and like what you'd expect out of a Dove commercial, and then Kevin Hart is just like screaming the whole time. It's
It's
funny.
like, what is it? Just like, hi, I'm Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Buy Dove chocolate. And just yelling. But
It's good
That's
stuff.
hilarious,
Yeah.
man.
It's classic
I-
Kevin Hart.
Yeah, classic Kevin Hart. I could see him doing it.
so do y'all have anything else you'll want to bring up? Plug, shout out.
I want to ask y'all a question. So, how do y'all feel about marijuana?
I don't care about it. Like as in legalize
as in
it.
preference or yeah.
Please legalize it.
All right. Well, for 420 coming up, we about to push out some new ideas, some new products, and we just, I guess, right now be the perfect time to let all the listeners and the viewers that are watching this that RHoS of Socks will be having some 420 apparel coming out real soon.
Real soon.
Like it'll be here for 420 soon, like real soon, and we got some ideas that we're gonna be hitting the streets hard with, and and hey man, if you would do a female 420 who like to get blazed, man, shit, you look pretty cool getting blazed in the RHoS of Socks apparel,
Just
Perfect.
opening up the market to different avenues, like I was stating earlier, just to be different, and just to continue, just being different in so many ways that as possible as we can, man, and just spreading it continuously on and on.
All that matters is be different.
Yeah, man.
With that being said, what is the absolute, off the top of your head, wildest, craziest stunt that you would pull right now to promote RHoS of Socks?
Cause I
And
don't
then
do
take a
stunts.
video and do it.
I don't do stunts. I don't do antics.
I was just,
Yeah,
anything. I mean, I'm not saying you have to go
Yeah, I-
6'9" level of do anything.
Yeah, I
stand out.
understand. Yeah, I don't know, cause I wouldn't do it like that. Just going ahead
Nah.
of just saying, oh, let me do some wild shit real quick. Catch your attention. It's plenty of ways to still catch your attention. In a good way. So just have it like a slow cooker. It just comes with the right timing. Instead of doing some, oh, let me go ahead and do some shit like this. Or nah.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Anything else?
I feel like the craziest thing I do to promote would probably go somewhere that I ain't never been before, like just out of the ordinary, that you probably never expect somebody to go, and just start promoting the hell out of that shit. Like, man, I want you to introduce you RHoS of Socks. Man, where you from? Oh, I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Well, how the hell you getting Montana? Or how the hell you getting such and such? You know, trying to.
Yeah.
That's about the craziest thing I do. I just go somewhere just out there and just trying to get this brand out there everywhere, anywhere I could, you know, because, you know, I don't want to be statewide, nationwide.
Right.
I want to be worldwide. I want people in a small country habitant in a jungle forest to be like, man, you know that new RHoS of Socks apparel coming out this month, huh? Man, how you know about that? Man, they been talking, bro. They been talking. And, you know, they an island way out there. They don't even got no connect with the world. But we reached out there. And that's, you know, I want to get there. You know, we going to get there, you know.
Have you all watched Parks and Rec? The show. It was like an
What
NBC show.
What is
No,
that?
Parks and
what is
Recreation. It was it's a show. It's
Wasn't it a show that was making fun of
Yeah,
The
it's-
Office?
it's
which was
essentially-
already making fun of a show.
right. It's basically like The Office.
That
where-
was a real good show.
Yeah, where it's like kind of similar in the same, like it's like a documentary of like an office essentially, but it's
Yeah.
the Parks and Recreation, whatever. So one of the characters has like a bit about all his marketing ideas for a business he was starting, and I'm gonna give this to you because we were gonna steal it.
I still want to do it.
Yeah, we're talking about the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were gonna steal this idea, but he had an idea to to fly a plane over the beach on spring break and throw condoms.
It was
with the
100,000
name-
condoms.
100,000 condoms with the name of his brand on the condoms. Socks might be more appropriate for this venture, but throw socks with the name of your brand onto all the college kids below. And that's how he was going to promote his brand. And I'm like, that's a brilliant idea. That's a
is-
brilliant fucking idea.
That's a brilliant idea.
And too.
You know what?
For
I
real.
thought of another idea too, like how they be at basketball games, like the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shooting it. I feel like you just ride by large crowds and just start shooting free t-shirts. in the
T-shirt
crowd
machine
and be
gun.
Like, yeah, and just let you know this RHoS of Socks.
I want a t-shirt gun so bad. They seem so fun to just.
Yeah.
I mainly just want to like
shoot
dome
people in the face
I
with
just want to
the
dome
t-shirt.
people
So
with
many.
fucking
They
t-shirts.
can't be
many
mad.
kinds, too.
Who's going to be mad if they get shot in the face with a free T-shirt? You know?
Hey, motherfucker, you shot. Hey, this is a nice shirt.
Yeah, just like, oh.
I'm all right. I'm
All right,
all
I'm
right.
The craziest marketing stunt I've heard. The reason I was asking is, first off, this is the '90s, pre 9/11. You definitely could not do this nowadays.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And I've said this on the podcast before.
Yeah.
But do y'all know Richard Branson and the Virgin Group or whatever?
No,
heard of
never
Richard
heard of
Like
it.
Virgin Airlines.
Yeah, Virgin. Yeah. So he tried to come up with a soda company in the '90s, and their big marketing stunt is he drove through Times Square in a tank that was wrapped in Virgin Cola logo,
Yeah.
and they drove up to like the Coca-Cola sign, and they like paid all the apartments above and like rented them out so that like when they shot soda at it, like a bunch of smoke came out or whatever, and it was just like it looked like they were going to war, like literally going to the
Going to war with
war
Coke.
with Coke. And yeah, but Coke kind of was like, all right, y'all want to play? It got their attention. It got so much attention that Coke was like, cool, and then like leveraged their entire supply chain to make sure it was in no stores.
Oh, my God.
So
That's fucked up.
yeah.
Damn.
That's really fucked up.
Coke got that much power.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I
they're
mean,
$200
but it's a
billion
good
company.
marketing scheme. I see it with what they're doing. You know.
They don't exist anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I
Rip.
mean, he still has a bunch of other.
Yeah, he's still
he's still
crazy
very
wealthy.
successful.
He's still like,
He's still worth like
For the
$3
web.
billion.
yeah, like a
Wow.
literal billionaire. Very crazy too. Owns an island, you know, that kind of wealthy.
Man,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Guy's awesome.
So what about you guys? You know, what inspired you guys to, you know,
Start
make
your
the Function
podcast.
podcast?
Our inspiration was for 6 months to a year. We were like, wow, we love podcasts. Like the TMG podcast was like the main
Yeah.
one, but we were like, wow, it's just two white guys talking and they're talking about stupid shit. I was like, we can do that. We do that every time we hang
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Let's just do it. And that was the thing. Is it was like, hey, what's the difference between a lot of these people who are very successful and you? And I hear people like say this. It's not even just podcasts, but they're just like, so much better than this person, so much smarter. I'm like, cool,
Right.
they did it, you didn't. That's
Yeah.
why they're there. So
Yeah.
we were
basically
just like-
because we could.
so we were
Pretty
just
much.
like, fuck it, let's do it. Also, it was like peak of quarantine, so we wanted something to do.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it became just the kind of
Yeah.
the thing.
Now it's fun. I mean,
Yeah. Now we get guests like y'all, and we can just kind of shoot the shit, and
I
like
appreciate y'all for having us.
Yeah, for
man.
sure.
man.
learn
Real
about
talk.
a lot of different industries that we didn't know a lot about. Oh, well, I guess we knew a little bit about this one, but
I want to have some more computer science boys on, but that's a
yeah,
different episode.
Yeah.
Hey, if you guys are, interested in any computer science, podcasts or shows, you can go ahead and follow the page at To Be Secured. As
What is
my
it?
sister at To Be Secured. It's a cybersecurity page by Kasara Dunn, which is my sister. So you guys go follow the page at To Be Secured.
To be secured.
Two, like the letter two, or the number two.
TOBE Secured.
Secured.
Interesting.
Is your sister a programmer?
Yes.
She graduated and she got her master's in computer science.
Sick. I'm in computer science, so I will check that out for sure.
Definitely.
Oh, you'll definitely like it then. You'll definitely like it.
We go on tangents about user experience
Shout out Kasara.
a lot of times. So
Yeah.
But
Okay, sweet. Yeah. Shout out To Be Secured also.
Yes. Shout out to her.
Yeah, that's dope.
where can everyone find y'all?
You can find us on all social media platforms, Snapchat, Instagram, at Red House of Socks. On Twitter, same thing, and on Facebook under my name,
And we'll link
Kendell
those below.
McFarlane. Yeah, and we have the website www.redhousesocks.com.
Sweet.
Sweet. And if you personally want to follow me, my Instagram is smoke.roster. That's SHMOKE.roster.
Sweet. We'll link it all in the description.
Any final words?
Yeah. Y'all want
Oh man, I just want to say, thank you guys for, allowing us to come on the show, man. I hope everything continue to go in the righteous way for you guys. Building this podcast, talking to different businesses and franchises that's to come, man. And y'all have something real dope and beautiful, man.
Yeah, man.
Man. So
Just
Very
want to thank
thankful.
y'all.
Thank you, guys.
We appreciate y'all, shit. We dig what y'all got going on, from the first time we met, Elliot over here, we were just like, man, we got to do a podcast. And when we seen that it was coming to light, we were just like, man, let's do it. This is going to get us the exposure that we need, and we just really want to thank y'all. That's why we got y'all the merch that y'all got on now, for just to show y'all appreciation for having us,
couple of crews, just so the viewers know. Big crew guy.
and for sure, last but not least, this is the new logo shirts. With our new logo, Red House of Socks, that will be coming out on March 1st, which is our 2nd year anniversary. So we will have a 25% discount as well on March 1st.
So y'all go ahead, log on, check that out for us.
Well,
Sweet.
I guess that's everything. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe everywhere. Make sure to follow us everywhere.
Make sure to follow these guys
Support
everywhere.
us. Yes.
Shout out.
Follow
Peace
them on
and love.
everything.
Peace and
Support
blessings.
us on Anchor for only 99 cents a month.
Rastafari.
So we can keep doing this, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.